All right, thanks for coming. For those of you who don't know, the xgym has won it the last 4 years for the team. We also have the records for team time and male and female time, so we know definitely how to do this sport. And I personally do about 12 to 14 climbs a year, just traveling around the country. And however, I am not the fastest on the xgym team anymore. So, but it doesn't bother me at all, so I don't think it does, right? But they're quick learners, and we got a lot of good information. And Tristan is one of our stars. He was second overall out of everybody at the big climb last year, and just over 8 minutes. He'll be under 8 minutes this year, so he's no joke. And be sure to grab both of us for questions during this clinic. I'm going to go over this stuff really fast because we're cold and stairs warm us up, so we want to get to that as fast as possible. So be sure to grab us between your climbs and talk to us about any questions you might have. Also, there's a ton of information on the xgym website. So if you go to xgym.com/stairs, you will see more information than you ever imagined was possible. And there's also videos from the last clinic, so if you missed those topics, you can email Courtney or Ryan, because they have a page set up that has those videos on it. We're filming this one too. So if you need your team to see this one, if it's something that's really important that you think they need to know, then be sure to let them know that the video's up there. And remember, the Columbia Tower is a left turn stairwell, so to practice that, we're going to go up on the left side here, and then we'll down on the right side. Of course, being courteous to passers and other climbers that are doing this clinic today, and people that are doing this for public workout stairs. And if you have knee or hip problems, just test it out today with 1 or 2 climbs, and then a slow progression if you come back, because going down is very high impact. It's hard on the joints. Be sure to stretch afterwards. And we're talking about breathing, and we're talking about nutrition today. So the first thing is relaxation breathing. This is very important before you start the race. It also helps before you start workout, so you can get a better workout. And the best way to do relaxation breathing is to breathe in slowly, like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and then hold your breath for 1 or 2 seconds, and then breathe back out slowly for 3 or 4 seconds. You'll notice when you have anxiety, like you're nervous about the race or nervous about something, it's harder to do that. And it's really hard to hold your breath. And so the first few times you try that, it might be difficult, too difficult. But the more you do it, the more you get back into your relaxed state, which is important, because you don't want to be overexcited for something like this, because that will take some energy away from it. And then breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're doing the climb or you're doing your workouts, that's a really important habit to get into, because when you breathe in through the nose, you're actually producing more nitric oxide, which reduces your demand for oxygen, your need for oxygen. So practice that technique as well, and it also helps you to relax and stay relaxed during the climb, because tension, nervousness, all that kind of stuff takes away from your energy that you can be putting into stair climbing. And maintain that as long as you can going up. So the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. But you'll get to a point where it's just too hard to breathe through the nose because you feel like you need more air. You don't actually need more air, but you feel like that. So this is a skill that gets better with practice. The more you practice it, the longer you'll be able to do it. Also, full exhales. So especially when you feel like, the muscles are burning, maybe you're getting a little bit stressed because you're really pushing it, exhale fully. Shoot that air out, and that'll help get you out of your fight or flight mode. And then you probably all heard me talk about the mask. I'm just going to briefly go over that because that's on the past videos, but I wear a dust mask, and it helps me to not get that track hack, that cough that you get, which comes from erosion of your airway. So for nutrition, it looks like everybody here is pretty light. I mean, you're pretty lean, and that's really important for stair climbing because you don't want to be carrying up any extra. So the best way to get lean leading up until the climb is lots of green veggies. Green veggies are actually a negative fat food. The more you eat, the leaner you get. So you try to overeat them and you'll just get leaner faster. Water is also very important because if you're hydrated, you're able to train harder, and your muscles are going to be able to perform longer if you are hydrated. If you go to the xgym recipe page, xgym.com/recipes, you'll see tons of fat burning recipes, muscle building recipes, so that would be a good resource. For the day of nutrition, it's different for everybody. It's very individual. I usually recommend a light meal 2 or more hours before, but no food within 2 hours. And just so you don't have something in your stomach that your digestive system is working on, because your legs are going to need that blood and they're going to need that energy. And it's okay to start a climb like this a little bit hungry. In fact, I do better when I start a little bit hungry. It's not going to be a blood sugar thing unless you are hypoglycemic, because it's just not long enough. I mean, it's not a marathon, it's not a long duration thing. This is power and endurance, but it's not about carbo loading, so you don't need to do any of that because you're not going to need carbs. By the time you get to the top, you haven't burned more than your muscles can store anyways, so it's not like you're going to bonk because of carbs or anything. So it's better just to go light, go high energy foods. And then the most important thing as far as nutrition goes is really about hydration. And you want to be hydrated for this race. And your performance, just being 2% dehydrated from your optimal can affect your performance 10%. So you want to make sure that you've got plenty of water in you, and you want to start this hydration process at least 3 days before the climb. Of course, it's always good to be hydrated, so really, ideally, you want to start it now or already be hydrated, because that's just a healthy way to go. But that's super, super important. And also on the cement thing here, I got my business cards there to contact me. My email, pj@xgym.com. Feel free to email me anytime on any question. We've also got vouchers there for 3 workouts at the X-Gym. You can figure out how we train for this crazy sport. And now I'm going to finish with going over some descending techniques, because stair climbing outside going down is going to make you sore, guaranteed, promise. If you do it more than twice, you're going to be really sore. But if you do certain descending techniques, you'll minimize that soreness because you'll be able to spread it out to certain muscles and not be super hard on the calves, and spread it out to more of the quads and things like that. And then when I'm finished showing you these descending techniques, for those of you who are competitive, I want to offer a race with Tristan on your first time up. And if you can beat him, I'm going to give you $100 to your fundraising page. So there it is. But even if you don't think you can beat him, it's still fun just to run with him and just to see how bad he beats you, because it's pretty insane how fast he is.